Now this is the pattern in your verbal section. Okay, these are the type of questions which you would get in your verbal section. Now in text completion, there would be single blank, double blank, and triple blank questions. Okay, then you would have sentence equivalence, then reading comprehension, where you have to select a sentence in the passage that best answers the question. Alright, and also you will have multiple choice, single answer, and multiple answer questions. Alright, so guys, in this online seminar, what I would be covering is how to remember words, which can help you in your text completion questions and sentence equivalence questions, and also reading comprehension. Alright, so are we all ready? Are we all ready for the GRE verbal seminar? Amir is very excited. Alright, now before we begin, I'll show you an example of a GRE question. Let's see how many of you are able to answer this question correctly. Okay, now this is a text completion single blank question. Under ethical guidelines recently adopted by the National Institute of Health, human genes are to be manipulated only to correct disease for which dash treatments are unsatisfactory. Okay guys, I would like everyone to answer quickly. Okay, we have very short time and we have a lot to cover. Okay, Lalu has given his answer. Jay Shah, Shah Ahmedin, Amir, Jamal. Okay, well, let's see which is the correct answer. E, alternative, is the correct answer. Alright, and the first person to answer this correctly is Ahmed. So big round of applause for Ahmed. Okay, now let's go to the next example. Okay, it was her view that the country's problems has been dashed by foreign technocrats, so that to invite them to come back would be counterproductive. Okay, now what is the correct answer? Exactly, D, exacerbated. And the first person to answer this correctly is Abhay. So a big round of applause for Abhay. Good job, Abhay. You are the first person to answer. Ankit is also clapping for you. Okay, now comes the tricky part. Text completion double blank. Okay, now guys, let's see. Let's test your verbal skills. How many of you are able to answer this? The correct answer is B, avidity, and A, merely illusionary. And the first person to answer this correctly is Sunita. So a big round of applause for Sunita. So Sunita was the first person to answer this correctly. You did a good job. Alright, now a lot of us got the answers wrong. Correct. Now, do you know why exactly you do not get that correct? Do you know why exactly you were not able to answer it properly? Exactly, because of the lack of knowledge of words, because you don't remember. Correct. So how to remember words? How exactly do we remember words? Guys? Well guys, in remembering a word, there are actually 3 stages involved. Okay. Now, the first stage is stranger stage, where you basically try to identify the meaning of the word, the parts of speech, and the usage. Then comes the acquaintance stage, where you explain the meaning of the word in your own words. Okay, you categorize the word. And then the friend stage. Okay, now in the friend stage, you use the word in speaking or writing. You try to differentiate the word from other related words. Okay, now let's go in detail. Let's go to stage 1. Okay, now I don't want to give a very boring seminar. I know it's already dinner time, so let's make it interesting. I'll give you a lot of examples. All right. Now let's take, for example, the word expropriate. Now in stage 1, guys, what are we planning? What are we going to do in stage 1? Identify the meaning. Correct. So in stage 1, let's take, for example, expropriate. Now what is the meaning of expropriate? Expropriate means to officially take away private property from its owner for a public use. Okay. And the parts of speech is a verb. Now let's see a usage. The land was expropriated by the state. Legislation was introduced to expropriate land from absentee landlords and redistribute it to peasants. Alright? The Bolsheviks expropriated the property of the landowners. Okay? So guys, you see what we've done in stage 1? What exactly we've done in stage 1 of preparation? Are we clear? Exactly. We get the meaning of the word. Okay, that is the first thing which you need to do. Identifying the meaning of the word. Okay. Now stage 2 is understanding the word. Okay, understanding the word you write in your own language, guys. Okay, now write in your own language. It doesn't mean that write it in Tamil or Telugu. Okay, please don't study like that. You write it in a language in which you would understand. Okay, create your own usage statements. It basically, not everyone loves dictionary language, correct? I personally, I don't hate dictionary. I hate dictionary language. If I open up a dictionary itself, I'll start sleeping. Correct? How many of you share the same feeling? I know. So you try to write it in your own language. Okay, create your usage statements. Make it interesting. Here's an example. Now for the word expropriate itself. On the first slide, in the previous slide, I showed you the meaning. Now a meaning in my own word. By expropriating, we acquire personal property officially from its owner for a common purpose. Alright? For example, the act of acquiring the land for laying a road or building a dam is expropriation. Okay, so do you see what I did over here? I wrote the meaning of the word in my own words and then also a usage. Alright? Now, classify the word. Guys, tell me, why is classification important? Why is classification important? Well, because it will help you to get a better understanding of words since you learn the words along with other related words. Okay, you should classify words with the help of themes. For example, words related to pictures or personalities or situations. A lot of things are there. I'll give you an example. Now, Amitabh Bachchan. How many of you have heard about Amitabh Bachchan? And everyone might have heard about Amitabh Bachchan. Correct. Now tell me, what are the first GRE words which come to your mind when I say Amitabh Bachchan? Tell me all the words. Academic words. Confident, magnanimous, aggregate, articulate, accomplished. Okay. What are the other words? Guys, everyone can participate. Accomplished. Confidence. Correct. So now the next time I say Amitabh Bachchan, you will be able to remember all the other related words, all the other words which are related to Amitabh Bachchan. Correct. Guys? Exactly. So tell me, which is an interesting way? Do you want to learn words by looking up in an old dictionary, or do you want to learn words with the help of Amitabh Bachchan? Tell me. Alright, well guys, we have a theme-based word list to help you with that. Alright, we have a word list specifically to help you with that. How many of you have heard about GRE's theme-based word list? How many of you would like the theme-based word list? Alright, so I'll send you the link. Okay, I'll send you the link. You can explore the theme-based word list. Okay, but not now guys, at the end of the seminar. Alright. Now are we clear with this? About with stage 2, classifying the word. So shall we move forward? Alright, stage 3. Now guys, this is the most interesting stage. This is the most exciting stage also. Okay, you try to use the word in speaking or writing. Okay, how many of you are in college? How many of you are studying in college? Okay, Rajesh is in GMR IT. Alright. Lalu finished. Amir is done with college. Keertan is from SRM. Okay. Sankalp is from BVB. Anchit is from Pune. Amir passed out from NIT. We have a lot of students from NIT, Amir. Sai Krishna from VIT. Sai Krishna, we had come there last year. I hope you remember. I had personally come there for the VIT event. I think it was Gravitas. All right. Okay. So for all of you who are in your college, what you can do is you can write these GRE words for your assignments or for your formal emails. Okay. Now I've used the word expropriate over here. Let's see. The recent revision of government land value for property is a bliss for the people who are affected by the expropriation of lands for widening the national highways. Now they will get a lump sum amount as a compensation also. Alright. So I've used the word expropriate in a formal sentence. Alright. Sam Asir is from Anna University. Sam, our GREH office is near Anna University actually. Okay. Now let's see another usage for the word expropriate. Alright. Following a strong reaction to the expropriation of agricultural lands for expanding the international airport, the government decided to drop the idea. Alright. So do you see what we did over here in stage 3? Applying the word. Okay, Shiva is clear. What about the others? Alright. Now you also need to differentiate the word from other related words, guys. Okay. You also need to differentiate the word from other related words, because this is very important when you're attempting questions like sentence equivalence and text completion. I'll tell you how. Now I would like everyone to come closer to your screens. Just pull up your iPad or just come closer to your computer. Okay. Now do you see the colorful circles in front of you on the screen? Yes. Now this is a word web. Okay. Now here what I've done is I've written the word expropriate and also 4 closely related words. 4 words which are closely related to expropriate. Okay. Now deprive, divest, misappropriate and appropriate. All these are words which are closely related to the word expropriate. Okay. Now expropriate is a verb. Correct. It means to officially take away private property from its owner for a public use. Now how is it different from appropriate? Well, appropriate means to take somebody's idea for your own use, okay, especially illegally or without permission. Now how is it different from misappropriate? Well guys, misappropriate means to take somebody else's money or property for yourself, okay, especially when they have trusted you to take care of it. Okay. Now how is it different from deprive? Well, deprive means to prevent somebody from having or doing something, especially something important. For example, the court ruling deprived us of any share in the inheritance. Okay. Now how is it different from divest, guys? Well, divest means to take something away from someone or something else. For example, he was divested out of his title, his power, his dignity. Okay. Now guys, this is how you have to differentiate words from other closely related words. Okay. You create a word web, write down all the words, and then you study. Okay. You compare the words. Alright. Are we clear? Exactly. Shruti says this makes it very easy. Alright. Now these are the other ways to remember words. Okay. These are the other ways to remember words. The first thing is that you should start enjoying the act of learning new words. Okay. Relate the words with pictures. Okay, you associate the words with the words related to it by creating a word web. Okay. Now you start using them in your everyday life. Use it in your friends, in your emails, in your SMSs. Now initially they would think that you're crazy. Your friends will definitely definitely think that you're crazy. But guys, don't worry, because at the end of the day, okay, your GRE matters. Correct. You would even end up inspiring your friends to take up the GRE. Okay, how good is that? Alright? And then guys, there's another golden rule. Okay, this rule should be followed thoroughly. Okay, revise the words regularly. Alright, you need to revise the words regularly. Alright, you should become interested in learning new words. Okay, you create a mental image of you getting a full score in GRE. Whenever you get bored or tired, you think of the magic number 340. Whatever you do, the magic number 340 should be there in your mind. Whichever channel you're watching in TV or when you log into Facebook, everywhere you should see the magic number 340. Okay? Because guys, let me tell you honestly, you will start enjoying the act of learning new words if it's this way. Okay? And another thing which can help you is the GREH's complete word list, which I showed you earlier, the theme-based word list. It has more than 4,500 words, and that should be more than enough for your GRE exam. Thanks a lot, Shruti. Alright, so are we all clear, guys? How to remember words? You should be motivated. Okay, motivation is the key. Alright? Wherever you see, you should see the magic number 340. Okay? Now, you can also learn with the help of pictures. Okay, that's very important. That's very effective. You relate the words with pictures because visual long-term memory has a massive storage capacity for object details. You can remember words with the help of pictures associated with it. I'll give you an example, guys. Now, equanimity, okay, which means a calm state of mind where you do not become angry or upset, especially in difficult situations. Okay. Now, the parts of speech is a noun. Correct. Now, let's say usage. She accepted the prospect of her operation with equanimity. Okay. And do you see a picture of a saint meditating, guys? A picture of a saint meditating in your screen? Alright. Now, guys, can you give me a usage for the word equanimity? Anyone? Okay, Dhoni is always equanimous, says Rajesh. Okay, she is always in a state of equanimity with her boss. Okay, Kanika, I think you have something against your boss. Sankalp, I need to be in a state of equanimity. Taking GRE. Alright, okay. So, are we all clear, guys? Are we all clear on how exactly to learn with the help of pictures? Or do you want another example? Would you like another example? Alright, Amir wants one more. Okay, crestfallen, which means sad and disappointed because you have failed and you did not expect to. Alright? Now the parts of speech is adjective. Now let's say usage. After losing its last game, the team was crestfallen. And do you see a picture of the English cricket team all sad and disappointed? They look at the ground. Oh God, what do we do next? Do you see that sort of an expression? Alright, so now give me an example. I know this is not hard. Well, a lot of you who are watching the Indian cricket team currently will be able to relate to it. The coach was crestfallen, says Swaroop. Amir was crestfallen when he was unable to achieve his dream score, target score. All right. Well, what's your target score, Amir? Well, we both will work towards achieving your target score. All right. Don't worry. After the GRE result, she was crestfallen, says Arun. Kohli crestfallen the previous night, says Sankalp. I was crestfallen when she refused my proposal. Anchit, is your girlfriend also attending today's online seminar? I can help you with that. I can ask her also. Alright, so guys, are we clear on how exactly to learn with the help of pictures? So shall we move forward? Now comes another important part, guys. Are we all clear? Are we all clear about vocab? How exactly to learn words? So shall we move forward? GRE How to read long and complex sentences. Alright. Now guys, how many of you have seen Mowgli? How many of you have seen the cartoon series Mowgli? Okay, so I'm sure you'll be able to relate to this picture, correct? How to read long and complex sentences. Okay. RC is basically like a snake, guys. It's basically like a snake. Okay, it can be very long, tricky, and it can confuse you. It can tackle you. So what we need to do is we need to tackle the RC. Okay, we need to overcome the difficulty. Okay, now supernova triggered star formation. I would like everyone to read this. Okay, supernova triggered star formation, and let me know how many of you understood the sentence. Or how easy was it to understand the sentence? Amir right away he said he understood. Jesha also said he understood. Harsha, Sri Krishna, Shiva, Shruti, Anchit. Lalu says origin of stars. Okay. Now supernova triggered star formation. Now the sentence is easy to understand, correct? Because it's easy to read. It's a simple sentence. Okay? And it's also easy to understand because there's only one idea. Correct. How many of you agree with me? And also it's easy to retain in memory. Correct? How many of you agree with me? Okay, I'm sensing less energy, guys. This is dinner time already. How many of you are enjoying the seminar? Okay, well guys, what you can do is you can just click on the Facebook link and you can comment on the Facebook post, okay, on that image. You just comment. Let me see how many of you are still awake. Okay, let me check the Facebook status. Let me check how many of you have commented. How many of you have commented? I can see, I think all of you are sleeping here. You just have to click on that link and then comment. Okay, Shruti has already commented. I can see Shruti's post. Alright, so are we clear, guys? Are we clear on why exactly we understood the sentence? Okay, now I would like everyone to read this passage. Okay, you can come closer to your screens and I would like everyone to read this passage. And let me know once it's done, once you finish reading. Alright? So are you done reading? Okay, now tell me how many of you found this easy to understand? Come on, don't lie, guys. How many of you found it very easy to understand? Harsha says, it was okay. Not easy, says Shiva. That was a very honest answer. Lalu says moderate. Manageable. Tricky, says Jesha. Not easy. Now, why wasn't it easy, guys? Tell me, why wasn't it easy? Harsha says it was very long. That's why he couldn't understand. Many associations, says Charan. Correct, guys. The first thing is that it's hard to read because it's a very complex sentence. It's like a very big sentence. Correct. Very hard to read. And it's also hard to understand. Okay, because in the whole passage there were around 5 ideas. Correct, Shruti says that. Hard to read and hard to understand in one go. And not only that, it's also hard to retain in memory because there are 5 ideas. Okay, you won't even be able to understand how to link one idea to another. Correct. Now we know the problem. We know what are the problems we are facing when we come across an RC passage. But what do we do? How do we overcome it? The complexity and organization, it strains the limits of short-term memory. Okay, so it often requires us to read the sentence again and again and again and again before understanding it. Correct. And all of you know that GRE is a time-based test, so you'll end up losing a lot of time. Now, how do we overcome this, guys? Can anyone tell me? Exactly. You need to break it down. We need to break in the flow of ideas so that we can assimilate what we have read and then move on. You need to break in the flow of ideas. We can break the long sentence into more manageable units from which ideas can be understood easily. Alright, I'll give you an example. How many of you like cakes? Which is your most favorite cake? Everyone likes cakes, say Shiva. Dark forest, vanilla, chocolate. Alright, black forest is even my favorite cake. So, let's say I give you a cake, a black forest cake, a 2 kilo black forest cake, and I ask you to eat it instantly. The whole 2 kilo cake. Would you be able to finish it? One big full cake. Yes, about 2 kg. But what if I cut the cake into small pieces and give it to you? Smaller pieces. Then would you be able to finish the cake? You'll finish it off within a second. Easily, says Shruti. Exactly, it's the same thing. You need to break in the flow of ideas, break it into smaller units, okay, and then read it again. Alright? So how to read the passages? How to read the passages? Can anyone tell me how? Okay, breaking the sentences, correct. Well guys, the thing is, a passage is just a flow of ideas spread over a number of paragraphs. Okay, it's just a flow of ideas. What we need to do is we need to get the right idea. We need to interpret the right idea. We need to draw a conclusion. Okay, that is what we need to do when you come across a passage. Okay, now for that also we use a 3-step preparation method. Okay, now you'll be asking, why is Abhishek so much liking the 3-step method? Well, guys, it actually helps a lot because even for learning vocab, we study the 3-step preparation method. Even for vocab, we do that. Okay, now the 3-step preparation method in understanding a passage. All right. The first step is extracting ideas. Okay, you need to extract the independent ideas from the statement. The next step is relate ideas. You understand how the ideas are related. Okay, understand the flow of the argument. All right, and draw a conclusion. That is the third step. Okay, you try to identify the main idea, the purpose, the tone, the attitude. Okay, the overall inference. All right, these are the 3 basic steps on how to read a passage. All right, now let's participate in a quick poll. Okay, I've just given you a poll. I would like everyone to participate in this. All right, and then we'll just take a small 2-second break. Don't go anywhere, guys. I would like all of you to participate in this poll question. All right, everyone, 100% of you. Shravan Kumar is very interested to eat a cake. I know it's dinner time. You'll be wondering, what is this? It's dinner time and Abhishek is talking about cakes. Don't worry, guys. The seminar is nearly done. You can have your cake then. I'll treat you if you get a good GRE score. I'll buy you a cake. Arun Kumar, Anchit, Shravan Kumar, all of you guys, you can participate in the poll question. Okay, have you all participated? Have you all answered the poll question? Alright, so let's move forward. Okay. Now generating ideas from a sentence. How do we do that? Well guys, the first thing is that we need to break a long sentence into smaller segments. Okay. Mentally break a long sentence into smaller segments, because each of these smaller segments, it will convey some information or the other. Alright. Now let's see how to do this. Okay, let's see how exactly we segment it. The first thing which you need to do is, guys, you look for coordinating conjunctions in a long sentence. Okay, look for coordinating conjunctions. Look for words like for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Look for conjunctions like these. This is the first thing which you have to do as soon as you come across an RC passage. Then look for subordinating conjunctions. Okay, look for conjunctions like after, although, as, because, before, if, since, though, unless, until, when, whenever, wherever, whereas, while. A lot of conjunctions are there. Okay, and also you look for punctuation marks. Alright, you should look for punctuation marks. Marks like comma, semicolon, colon, hyphen. All these are very important, guys, in order to segment a sentence, because you will actually be using all these. Alright. Now let's look at look at an example. Shall we look at an example, guys? Okay. Now this is the first paragraph of a typical GRE passage. Now all of you can bring your notes also. Okay, you can bring a small notepad, whatever it is that you'll be comfortable with. Okay, let's do the segmenting here itself. Okay. Now I would like everyone to read this and let me know once you finish reading this sentence, this paragraph. All right. I would like everyone to read this paragraph. Guys, I would like everyone to do it. All right. I don't want you to. I know you've opened another tab, another Facebook tab. Okay, please don't go to Facebook. Let's come back to the seminar. I would like everyone to read this paragraph and let me know once you've done it. Mrityunjay says it's interesting. Glad to hear that, Mrityunjay. So guys, I would like everyone to read it. Okay. Now, what is the first step, guys, which I told you? What is the first step that we need to do? Break it, says Harsha. Correct. Now, how do we break it? How exactly do we split it? Exactly. First, you identify the different sentences, different lines. So here, this is the first line. In the 19th century, when women began to enter factories, Jules Simon, the French politician, warned that by doing so, women would give up their femininity. Okay, this is the first sentence. All right. Now let's see the next one. The next sentence. Now the third sentence. So guys, do you see it? Do you see this over here? Do you see this? What we've done over here? How many of you have already? How many of you did this in your notes? How many of you have already divided it? Mrityunjay has done it. Shruti has done it. What about the others? Lalu. Okay. Now, how many of you have created segments? Did you divide it into a segment? Alright, so is the segment similar looking to this? Is it similar? Well, it's okay, guys. It's okay if it is not similar also. It's just to get a basic idea of how exactly this needs to be done. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're not getting the exact segment, but you just need to divide it so that you will understand. So what I've done is I've divided this into 6 segments. Okay, now shall we look at the meaning? Shall we look at each and every segment in detail? Okay. In the 19th century, when women began to enter factories. Now, what does this convey, guys? What does the first segment convey? Guys, where's the excitement? Onset of a woman, says Harsha. Okay, so I know Harsha is awake. What about the others? The gradual advent of women folk. Advent of women folk. Alright. What about the others? Harsha and Mrityunjay, two from the boys' side. I know the girls are not far behind. Kanika, yeah. Since the 19th century, women have been employed into the public industry. Women too started entering factories. Okay, let's see what it conveys. Basically conveyed that women entered the industry in the 19th century. Okay, now let's see the next segment. Jules Simon, a French politician, warned that by doing so, women would give up their femininity. Now, what does this convey? What does this segment convey? Correct. Simon felt women will lose their femininity. Simple. So now let's see the third segment. Frederick Engels, however, predicted that women would be liberated from the social, legal, and economic subordination of the family by technological developments. Now, what is this segment trying to convey, guys? Okay, Abhay has already given his viewpoint. Shruti has given her viewpoint. Mrityunjay is already given. What about the others? Correct. Angels felt women will be liberated because of technological development. Okay. Now let's see the next segment. That made possible the recruitment of the whole female sex into the public industry. Now what does this convey? I can hear a lot of noise of you banging the keyboards. A lot of you are totally into it, I guess. Women would gain freedom, says Amir. Gunjan says the technological development would be liberated. Okay, women would be liberated, alright. A paradigm shift, female occupants will increase, alright. Correct. The technological development made the recruitment of women in large numbers. Okay. Now let's see the next segment. Observers that differed on the social effects of mechanization. Well, what does it convey? Well, observers had differences of opinion on the social effects of mechanization. Okay. But they agreed that it would transform women's lives. What does this convey? Correct. All of them agreed. All of them agreed that it will change women's lives. Okay, now guys, earlier we saw this big chunky paragraph, correct? All of you had to read through it twice or thrice, minimum. How many of you read the paragraph twice, the passage? Shruti read it twice. Kirtan read it thrice. Shivakumar read it twice, correct. It'll take twice or thrice, correct. Now just read the ideas, okay? Now all of you read the ideas which I have written in the right column. Women entered the industry in the 19th century. Simon felt women will lose their femininity. Engels felt women will be liberated because of technological development. Technological developments made the recruitment of women in large numbers. Observers had differences of opinion on the social effects of mechanization, but they agreed it would change women's life. Now tell me guys, how is this method? Okay, well. Again, what you can do is you can just post on the Facebook page. I'm always there in Facebook, so you can just post what you felt about this method in the Facebook page. I've again sent you the link. Okay, you just click on that link and you just have to comment. All right, just comment on the method. Okay, let's see how many of you have already commented. Agarwal says it's very good. All right, what about the others? Ankur Agarwal says the method is very good. It's simple and great, says Shiva. Well, Sankalp, you can just post it in our Facebook page. All right. So I hope that all of you enjoyed this method. Correct. Now let's see a few students who use the same preparation method and excelled in their GRE. How many of you would like to see them? All right. Nitin, he studied in SRM University and he got a total GRE score of 325 out of 340. Let's see what he had to say. Preparing the GREs and my two trainers has been a great experience. Initially, I was hesitant to join the online academy, but then I read about it in many blogs, even in the 2011 Barron's edition, and many successful candidates it had produced, and I decided to enroll. I found the sessions to be exhaustive, and they provide a great pool of questions for practice. In the end, I was able to practice a lot of GRE-style mock adaptive tests, which made the GRE test feel less formidable and helped me achieve my desired score. Okay, Nitin got his target score. His target score was 325, and he achieved it. Now let's see what Nitin Podwal had to say. Nitin Podwal, he studied in BITS Pilani. Let's see what he had to say. The GREH experience was pretty cool. The SFAs are always at hand. Any concern or query can be cleared with them. Besides, the great advantage is that it has all the material required at one place. The GREH material can be used as a good base and one can move on to further practice depending on the time available. My learning experience was very positive. The fact that the study material presented as a series of tests helped me a lot in keeping me motivated. Whenever I got low marks in a particular test, I would get motivated, study the next section more thoroughly, and give another test. The RC passages are the best component of the GREH module. Okay, that's what Nitin Podwal had to say. Shivashankar also says RC is the best. Now let's see a few toppers from GREH. Okay, let's see a few toppers. They use the same preparation method and they also excelled in the GRE. Apurva Deshpande got a total GRE score of 335 out of 340. Kavya got a total GRE score of 332. Sharat Ullas got a total GRE score of 330. Dinakaran got a total GRE score of 324. Raki got a total GRE score of 320. Anis also got a total GRE score of 320. Guys, tell me honestly, how many of you would like to see your names over here? How many of you would like to be part of this esteemed list? Abhay was the first person to answer. Shravan Kumar. Shruti also wants to be here. Paul wants to be here. Harsha, Yashwant. What about the others? Asir also wants to be there. How many of you would like to see yourself over here? Sankalp, Jay Shah, Gunjan, Abdul. Alright, how many of you would like to know how GREH will help you with your GRE preparation? Gunjan would like to see, Kanika would like to see. What about the others? Mrityunjay would like to see Krishna, Yashwant, Abhay, Shruti, Jesha, Harsha, Pranoy. Okay. Well, guys, in GRE, as soon as you enroll, you will be assigned 2 trainers. Okay. Now you will be assigned 1 trainer for the verbal section and another trainer for the quant section. Okay. As soon as you enroll, they will give you an orientation call so that they would be able to understand exactly where you stand. Okay. They'll be able to know what times you study, what times you come back from college, so that how many hours basically you can dedicate for your preparation. All right. And what they'll do is they would ask you to write a verbal and a quant diagnostic test. Guys, how many of you know what a diagnostic test is? Correct. When was the last time you went to a doctor? When was the last time you had visited a doctor? Alright, so when you go to a doctor, what is the first thing the doctor does? Asks you a lot of questions. Diagnosis, correct. Now, why does a doctor ask you all these questions, guys? Why does a doctor ask you all the questions? Exactly, to know where exactly you have a problem in. Correct, to know where exactly you're facing a difficulty. Now, once the doctor knows that, what is the next thing that he'll do? He'll give you a prescription, correct. Just like a doctor giving you a prescription, your GREH trainers will give you a verbal and a quant diagnostic test so that they can understand where your weaker areas are. Okay. Now, doctor would give you a prescription. Your GREH trainers would give you a personalized study plan focusing on your weaker areas. Okay. Exactly. So basically, your GREH trainers would be your GRE doctors. Okay, so all you have to do is just use a username, password, login, and study. All your study materials would be attached. So you just have to open up your laptop and start your preparation. Okay, now after you finish the session, guys, what is the next thing that you would require? What is the next thing that you would require? Okay, I'm getting a lot of doubts. Guys, what you can do is you can type in your doubts in the Facebook page. I have sent you the link. Alright, you can type in your doubts whenever you have a doubt. Just type in your doubt and send it to me in the Facebook page and I'll reply to your doubts. Okay, don't worry. And if you'd like any new online seminars, any if you would suggest any online seminar topics, then you can do that also. You can just type it in our Facebook page. Okay, Lalu Paul says he wants a lot of practice. All right. After studying, what is the next thing that you would require? Tests, correct. You'd get a number of tests based on your learning sessions, guys. You'd get a number of practice tests based on learning sessions so that you will be able to know exactly how much you studied. Okay. And your trainers would also give you a personalized feedback on your performance with the help of the millisecond monitoring and personalized feedback technology. Now, what this millisecond technology does is it records each and every mouse click of yours in our website. Okay, it records every single mouse click of yours in the website, and let's say, for example, you study even at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning, your trainers would be able to know exactly how many sessions you've done, how you're taking a session, how much time you're spending per session. With the help of all this information, they will give you a personalized feedback on your preparation. Tell me, guys, if you have this kind of a feedback on a millisecond basis on every aspect of your preparation, how will that help you in your exam? Super beneficial, says Harsha. It'll help very much, says Ankut. Anchit, it'll be great. Amir says it'll give a good insight on my performance. Correct. Not only that, you will also be given a lot of surprise tests, guys. Your GRE's trainers would also give you a lot of surprise tests. Alright? Now, how many of you study in the middle of the night? 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the night? I remember I always used to do that in my school days. Vivek also does that. Amish studies only in the night. Gunjan also studies in the night. Alright, so when you're studying in the night or at odd hours, you come across a doubt. How exactly do you clear your doubts, guys? Google, says Shivashankar. Well, Shivashankar, if you search in Google, do you always get the correct answer? No, exactly. Correct. There would be more than 10,000 results and you wouldn't even know which is the correct answer. Well, guys, that's why GRE has developed this feature called as Instant Out. Okay, so all you have to do is when you're preparing and you stumble across some tricky question, you just have to click on Ask a Doubt and a chat box would appear. Okay, you just type in your doubt over there and click on Submit, and your doubt will be directly forwarded to your trainers. Right, and if you want the answer instantly, you can get that also. Okay, we have a lot of students who have asked similar doubts and your trainers might have already answered them. So if your doubt it matches the other doubts, then you can get the answer instantly. Okay, and not only that, you would also get a number of revised GRE style tests, actual 4.5 hour computer adaptive revised GRE style tests. Okay, so tell me guys, if you prepare this way, how many of you feel that you can definitely reach your target score? Gunjan feels he can. Shiva feels definitely he can. Positive results, says Shiva. Alright. What about the others? So how many of you would like GREs to help you with your GRE preparation? Well, Utej, don't worry. What you can do is you just have to comment on the Facebook post. Alright, and I'll ask a counselor to give you a call and they'll help you out. They'll tell you what exactly happened. Alright, I'll also send you a link, okay, where you can get all the details about this online seminar. Okay, you just have to request it in our Facebook page. Well, thanks a lot, Gunjan. That means a lot. What you can do is you can just comment on the Facebook post. Okay, just comment on the Facebook post. Well, that won't be needed, Shiva Shankar. That won't be needed. All right, guys, you can ask me your doubts. How many of you would like GREs to help you with your GRE preparation? Well, Amir, if you write your GRE, how much would you think you'll be able to score? Thanks a lot, Gunjan. Well, Yashwant says he wants to talk to one of our experts. Yashwant, when would you like to? When would you like them to call you? Right now, definitely, Yashwant. I'll ask the counselor to give you a call. Don't worry, you'll be receiving a call within the next 5 minutes. All right? Sure, not a problem. Thanks a lot, Gunjan. So, guys, what you can do is all of you, I would like you to just type in Gunjan. You can type it in the Facebook page itself. Mary also wants to talk to an expert. Definitely, Mary. When would you like the expert to give you a call? Well, Jyotish, that would not matter, Jyotish. Won't be a problem at all. Mary, when would you like to receive a call? Guys, for all of you who would like to receive a call or who would like to enroll, just participate in the poll question which you see in your screen. You just have to select that question. You just have to select the answer. Sorry. Definitely, Mary. I'll ask the counselor to give you a call. Right? So, guys, have you all posted your doubts in Facebook? Well, Jyotish, have you selected? Have you selected that? Have you selected that? I would like to talk to a GRE expert. All right. Well, I'll ask a counselor to give you a call. I'll ask the GRE expert to give you a call, and he'll help you get started with your GRE preparation. All right. So, guys, have you posted your doubts in the Facebook page? I'll send you the link again. Don't worry, I won't let your doubts go unanswered. You can type in all your doubts over there. That's okay, Harsha. That's not a problem. Harsha, as I said, you need to practice a lot. You need to practice a lot for your IWA. Gunjan, you just have to comment for that picture. I have sent you a picture, correct? Well, Yashwant, don't worry, Yashwant. GRE Edge can promise you a score boost of a most likely score boost of 9 points. Okay, so you don't worry at all. Alright, so guys, tell me how many of you enjoyed today's online seminar? How many of you enjoyed the online seminar? It was nice, says Yashwant. Only nice. It was great, says Lalu. It was cool, says Amir. Alright, glad to hear that, guys. So what I'll do is, I'll ask Mani Kumar to check the Facebook page. Okay, so Mani Kumar will be checking the Facebook page for your updates. Alright, guys. Yashwant says he was actually tensed about RC, but not now. Glad that I was able to help you, Yashwant. Okay, so I'll be checking my Facebook account soon. I'm hoping to see a lot of feedback about today's online seminar. Your opinion. How many of you enjoyed? You can you can just answer it over there. Don't worry, Shruti. I'll ask a trainer to give you a call, and they'll definitely help you with that. Thanks a lot, Gunjan. Thank you, Amar. I hope that I was able to help you a lot. Thanks a lot, Jyoti. So now tell me, how many of you feel that this is a fun way of learning? All right, okay. So guys, I'm hoping to see you soon with GRE Edge. I wish you all the best with GRE preparation. Okay. For all of you who would like to speak to me, what you can do is you just have to comment on the Facebook post. All right. I'll personally reply to all your answers. Okay. You just have to click on that, type in all your doubts, and I'll personally reply to your doubts. For all of you who would like different seminar topics, you can just suggest a seminar topic over there, and we'll give it to you soon. All right. Once again, guys, thanks a lot for attending today's online seminar. I wish you all the best with GRE preparation. Good night, guys. All the best.